Hello, and welcome to PURELive. It is Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be right here. And I'm so happy you joined us. We have a wonderful guest today, because don't we always? And what we're going to do, for those of you that already know, you know what's up. We do our sponsors first. For those of you that don't know, now you know. So here we go. Yes. And you guys know I am a part of this wonderful organization, and they helped get this whole show started. They sure did. Helped me get everything that I needed. They gave me the support that I needed, along with many other people that have helped and encouraged me. So they're a great organization to be a part of. Help you get your plan together, help you get connected with other resources. So if you need that assistance, honey, that's the way to go. Now, to go with my newest sponsor, Logan Cosmetics. Here we go. Yes, and I am wearing the makeup I do every single show. And we also have a lot of eyewear. You guys, you know what I do. Okay, I got the blue blockers and I got the shades, And you can go on my website for both of those. For Modus Cosmetics, you'll get a discount. And for Bella Eyewear, you get 30% off. You're welcome. Now, without further ado, we are going to introduce our special guest, Emma. Hey,
we made it.
We made it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I've been really looking forward to this.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to cancel the first one. But I'm so glad you were able to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's life.
A whole month ago, I was like, oh my God.
I know, seriously.
I am so glad you came back. So, first of all, you guys, I'm going to show this clip. It is an old clip. But I'm going to show this because I want you to know how I know Emma. So here we go.
Get ready for a life-changing experience. The hit stage play, 1800 versus 2020. An original stage play written by Richard Gallion is rocking the nation. 1800 versus 2020.
Sound like a bunch of lazy cowards living in 2020.
April 9th at 7 p.m. and April 10th at 4 p.m. at the APC Theater, 11401 South Vincennes Avenue in Chicago. 1800 versus 2020. Witness a black man from 2020 as he travels back to the days of slavery with his ancestors in the 1800s. An amazing storyline that truly has that wow factor. Audiences are raving.
Quality work.
This is Broadway quality work.
Yeah. What would it do for our young people? It'll bring them together.
1800 versus 2020. For more information, visit www.1800versus2020.com or call 310-461-8973. Don't miss it.
Now we had that run and we are doing it again.
So good.
Juneteenth, y'all. You have another opportunity. June 18th, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And this is how I know this wonderful, lovely young lady right here. She is playing a character in this wonderful, powerful play. But we're not getting into that yet. We're going to start from the beginning. Who is Emma? Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Emma Terrazas, Terrazas, and I am a health and life coach for entrepreneurs, career women, entertainers, and I'm also an actor myself. And I grew up in the southeast suburbs of Chicago. I'm currently still around town here. And like Asia said, we met on the set of 1800 versus 2020. But I grew up an athlete. I loved being super active, and I never felt like a normal girl because I was just all like, me and my friends were like wrestling each other, and we were like playing football with the boys. Like it was so funny and so much fun. And I grew also just played sports throughout my whole entire life, and so health and wellness was always a real something that just came easy to me, and I always just loved being active and like playing with other people. It was just really fun. But it wasn't until I graduated college where I also played college lacrosse in the city. And after I didn't have to train like for my sport, I didn't have to like sprint randomly. I was like, okay, how do I incorporate fitness into my life now? Because I'm not just training for my sport, I'm training for my real life. So that's kind of how my background in becoming a health and life coach for female powerhouse women, because I find that if we're worrying about how we feel, how we look, we're not like completely happy with ourselves, then we can't really pursue the next level of our lives, of our careers, of our relationships. So I feel like health is just really a base for your life, and it's just so important. Health is the key to your wealth. So that's kind of like one little side street here of my life, and then the other side street, is my acting.
Okay, well, let's start from the first part in the beginning. And believe it or not, I was an athlete myself. I ran track and played basketball.
Oh, I believe it. Ooh, that's awesome. I play basketball too. I love basketball.
Oh, I was like, y'all don't believe in me because I'm short, but I'm trying to tell you what's up.
Oh, that's me too. We're pretty much the same size, aren't we?
Yeah, height-wise, yeah. We're pretty much the same size, yep.
Yeah.
And but I will tell you, I didn't realize how important health and wellness and all was until later. Like I got older, get married, I had children, and then stuff started to happen. So when I hear that people are doing the things that you're doing, I love that because this is how I learn. That's how my viewers, my listeners learn. We need to know, what all that is about. So in dealing with that, I want to know specifically because we know for the last couple of years we've been dealing with this crazy pandemic, right? And of course, like, well, now we're over the phase part of the pandemic or the pandemic phase, however you want to put it. it's not out there anymore.
Mhm.
It just means the numbers are lower.
Mhm.
But it created such a crazy situation when people mentally, people's health deteriorated. Obviously, people have lost their lives. So I'm wondering, how did you deal with people during this time period and helping them to navigate?
Mm. I love that question. And honestly, we're still in the thick of it. Like honestly, I'm still helping people with this. I'm actually creating I'm almost done with it. It's like a 30-day challenge. It's called the Get Back Out There challenge because it's like, okay, these, 2 years we're just shut in. We're so scared. We're so stressed. And now you're supposed to just like go out into the world and like be normal. Like, no. And like nobody's talking about that. Like how to get back out there. So, um, what I'm doing, and I'll get into more specifics too, but real quick, it's just 30 days to like filled with meditation, stretches, like just fun things that you can really just start connecting back to yourself. And what I do a lot with my clients right now is helping them realize that health is going to be very specific to each person. Like it looks different for everyone. And especially for women, we've been told that like, you have to be skinny to be worthy. You have to look a certain way and you have to do all these certain things. And it's actually like, no, like what is your lifestyle about? Like what do you like to do? What is your body telling you to do? And like what does it feel like doing? And like you and your body are actually teammates. Um
Hmm.
so so yeah, it's just a lot of acceptance, honestly, at this point. It's like, all right, the last 2 years have been crazy. Um, Accepting where we are right now, I think is huge. And also like kind of thanking this experience because I read somewhere that it's that our soul like signed a contract to be here during this time. Like, like we lived through this. Like that is huge. It's huge. So
Hmm.
and we should never underplay that. Like, I think a lot of people feel bad that they've gained weight or, didn't do as much, but it's like we literally are living slash have lived through such an unprecedented time in our lifetime. So it's okay wherever you are. And so if you're a viewer out there who is struggling, just know it's okay. Like you have time, you have the space to get back to you. So it will happen for sure. You
Yeah.
just have to be patient.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I've been on a journey this entire time. I went
Mhm.
through like serious emotional crisis during this time, just like many others have. Yeah, I put on what they call that COVID weight because
Mhm.
I went from being regularly active to working at home. I do have a desk job, so it was a whole other situation. Then I started having health issues, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't feel pretty anymore, that
Yeah, I
kind of stuff.
know. I
You
know.
know,
Yeah.
like, so um, also I heard that people's mental health was like deteriorating during this time, where people were just kind of losing it and snapping on people, and the crime rates were going up, and I'm just like, the world is going nuts right now. So I'm wondering, how did you personally respond to this time?
It was rough, definitely just like, everyone else's experience. The funny thing is that I had already had my business online since 2018. So
Okay.
I know a lot of people at that time were sort of like trying to find a way to make money online, like transport all of their in-person people to like online spaces, So I fortunately already had all of that in place. Um, but I was, financially nervous. Like everyone was just nervous. So what I really, really, really tapped into was creating some routines for myself, and I walked like every day. Like I got my booty out of the house because I was just, everyone knows you were like, like I can't go anywhere. Like this is just insane. So I just walked, and me and my friends actually had this like walking mileage competition where nobody, it's not like you won anything, but it was a spreadsheet, and you would just put in like how many miles you did each day or each week, and at the end of the week, the my friend would be like, this person won, and they ran like 18 miles per day or something. I was like, okay, I was not running, I was walking, but it was just giving that little motivation of, okay, I'm just going to put this in. Like, this is really fun. And that's what I'm all about. Just making fitness fun and just making it a part of your life, not, being so hard on yourself. But yeah, during that time, just getting into routines with stretching and walking and meditating and journaling was so helpful for me. And I'm still doing that to this day. And that's a lot of the protocol I give to my clients too.
That's excellent. That's excellent. You know, I how do I put this? So when I meet with actors and other people of the arts, I always wonder, okay, what's the other side of them? What's the other journey? When I met you and then you tell me what you did, I was like, that makes sense.
Really? Why do you think that is? I'm so curious. Why do you think that
Because
is?
you're very zen. You just seemed like you were just calm. You had your mind right. It just made sense. I was like, yeah,
Thank
that
you.
goes together. That goes together.
So, you know what's so funny is that was like a very specific goal that I had for myself. Like, honestly, during COVID, actually, then I'm thinking of it, 2 years ago, I said, I want to wake up calm every single day. I want to
Hmm.
wake up like calm, cool, and collected.
Okay.
I worked on
Me
that
too.
so hard. Yeah, seriously. That's like a gift if you could give that to yourself. You just wake up, you're like, okay, I'm okay. You know what I mean? But yes, thank you for pointing that out because I worked hard for that. And I'm still working on it too. It's not always like
Yeah.
zen.
Yeah. I'm far away from that.
We're gonna get you there, Asia.
I'm
We
working
are
on
going to
it.
get you there. We are gonna get you there.
I was working on it. I will say this: being on the set with you guys was straight up culture shock. Because I'm
Mm,
like dealing with all of these happy people and loving and
I
sweet, and
know.
I was like, okay, hi. Everybody's hugging and loving. Now you would think that I'd be used to this because I go to church, and we're generally loving, but it's more like a traditional thing at church, it's just like,
Mhm.
hi, how are you doing? Love you, sister, God bless you, kind of thing. But on the set, it's like, it feels like genuine love, hey, welcome to the family kind of thing. I was just
Mhm.
like, okay.
That's how I felt too, though, honestly, because I mean, even now, I'm like, am I still gonna hug you? Like, are we still doing this? Like, hi. But it's so nice because I feel like since the pandemic, like I have been kind of in a rut socially, right? I've been like,
Mm,
you don't like see anybody. So this group of people have been really important to me to kind of like bust out of my shell again. And like, but in a really safe environment. Like I feel like, and I'm sure you feel the same way. You could literally pull any of those people aside and be like, hey, I have something to say to you or something. And then they'd be like, all right, like
yes.
what? Like, and just genuinely really, really care about you. And that's
Mhm.
so special. That's so special. And that's what communities should be like. But you don't see that very often.
Community should be like that, but what people don't recognize is that that becomes a community to you as well. When you
Mhm.
are involved with a cast of people, or some kind of production, that becomes another community for you. You don't even realize. Well,
Mhm.
She'll be like, hey, you got some lotion, you got this, I'm like, are we back? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, let's see what I got for you. Sure,
Hmm.
mints and stuff. Hey, you got this. I've been so professional, business minded, focused, and so to be in that environment with so much, love and warmth and everything, that actually helped me with being calmer, helped my journey, even when there were technical issues.
Yep.
Another
Yep.
topic. Because anybody that knows me professionally from the art side of things knows I'm just when it comes to technical problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean everybody working together, I feel like it just made it all better, somehow, like immediately.
Mhm.
Um, so what I want to know is what kind of family you come from? Like how big is your family?
How big is my family? Is that your question?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I My family is growing and not from me at this moment. But so I have an older brother and an older sister. My
Okay.
sister has 4 boys and 1 on the way.
Wow.
Yes, and
A
then
lot of
my
boys.
brother has 1 boy and also 1 on the way. That's why I'm saying
Oh.
I'm not growing my family right now. But my other family is growing, which is great. My outside family.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, and then I'm really close with my cousins. I have 7 cousins on my mom's side who all have like 3 plus babies. So there's a lot of young little children running around at this point, which is really so
Mm.
fun. Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, she said it was fun. Oh, see, now I know you have a sweet spirit.
And again, because they're not mine.
That is a good point. I always said I was like God had a sense of humor when He made me a mother because I was not a kids person. I
Yay.
did babysit, but I got paid. This was a
Hmm.
transaction, is what it was. I did what I had to do to make the children behave. But I did not
Hmm.
enjoy. Even though they said I had like a certain way with them, and they would always hand me the
Hmm.
kids. I'm like, if you only knew what I thought about your
That's
children.
so funny. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
you
met
met. I think you
2.
met two. Yeah,
Yeah, I met
Christian.
2.
No, wait. Did you meet
Christian
them too? Or
and then
did
I
you meet
met
Christian and Faith, or did you meet Christian and Titus?
I
Did
met
you
the
meet two
girl who
boys?
wants to be an actor.
Okay, so you met Faith and Christian.
Faith and Christian, and they seem great. Like they seem like amazing humans. One
They
like
are.
they both have separate sides of you, as I see as well, which is so funny. I loved seeing that. That was really awesome.
That is very true. They are. It's like they're nothing alike, but somehow they both have parts of me.
Uh
So
huh. Uh huh.
it is very interesting.
Yeah.
And Faith is actually auditioning tomorrow. So
For what part? Oh well, just in general, the general audition, right?
yes, but Richard's mentioned a certain play that will be coming out that will be dealing with some younger people, and she wants to be one of those younger people. I don't know if she wants to say anymore. That's why I didn't say anything else. But there's another play that he's working on, and she's auditioning to be in that play.
That's amazing.
Yes, this will be her first audition ever.
Yay!
But
How are you like preparing her in any way?
oh yeah, she's been in acting classes.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Yeah, we've been training her. So that's why I encourage the children. I was like, meet everybody. These are good
Mm-hmm.
people. Develop relationships. This is good. So yeah, so she will be there. I will come meet her tomorrow. Um, so I want to get into some other things, but before we do that, we're gonna do our little break, our little transition, to those of you watching this, you've seen this before, you know what we're about to do. We're gonna play that game. So before we play Find the Fake, those that are watching from YouTube, this is what I want you to do. Subscribe. Now we're gonna take a small little break, and then we will be right back with that game. Here we go.
Asia Jamal Rogers, and I'm a singer, songwriter, choreographer, voice actor, and I am the creator and talk show host of PURELive. PURE is an acronym for Perfectly Undefined Raw Elegance. So naturally, we want our content to be pure, raw, and elegant. It airs live every Friday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. And if you'd like to see all of the episodes, you can reach it at asiajamal.com, ASIAJAMAL.com. Or if you'd like to be on the show, you can reach me at asia@asiajamal.com. Hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you soon.
So cute.
And some things have changed since then. If you guys are paying attention, I'm live streaming more places. Live streaming in like 3 different Facebook pages, on Twitter as well, and I am on Twitch and on LinkedIn. So, hey everybody. And also, if you go to my website, asiajamal.com or asiajamal.net, I own them both. Thank you very much. You will also see it live there. Well, you have no excuse to miss it.
We're everywhere. She's everywhere.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are going to play the game Find the Fake. And the answer of the game is to pay attention to all the statements that you see across the screen, and then you decide on your own which one you think is the fake. If you get it correct, you will win a prize. Here we go. All right, you guys, I hope you were paying attention. You know I'll play it again. But here's your opportunity to start putting in your answers so you can win that prize. All right? Okay, now we're going to continue with the conversation. Listen. Now, we've been talking a great deal about your life and how it led to what it is that you're doing right now. So, what I want to do is dig deeper. Okay, we have a guess of C. Okay, we'll see what happens when we play it again. Want to dig a little deeper. So, I want to know first how you transition from being so into, or maybe not transition because they are coexisting, but how you got into acting.
Yeah. So this is, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people say things like this, but it's just true for me. But I remember going to the movies when I was younger, and I just was enthralled with the screen. And I was like, I can see myself on the screen. Like, I want to and I was always really active, right? So I was like, I want to be like running and like jumping into off bridges and like into water. Like I was like, I can do this stuff. Like I can do that. And so I always had a little like twitch in my brain and in my heart that like I want to tell stories. I want to like portray these characters. Um, and I never did drama or anything growing up because it was always during a sport that I was playing. And I was never going to give up the sports because that was like my life. I loved it so much. And it wasn't until I was in college, actually, that I started acting. My brother in law, which again, this is very coincidental, but is it?
Hmm.
My brother in law is a director and filmmaker himself. So,
Hmm.
yes, I know, right? So it's like interesting. So he actually approached me and said, I have this role that I'm thinking you would be perfect for. Because it's a very active role. And he was like, do you want to play it? And I was like, absolutely, sure. So that was my first go. And then after that, I started taking acting class and started digging deeper into my craft and the technicalities of acting on screen and on stage. And so that's where I am now.
Hmm. Interesting. Are you a
Mhm.
perfectionist?
Absolutely.
That's so
And I'm mad about it.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
I'm just realizing this about myself.
Hmm. I read you good.
Did you?
Looks like I did.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I think this is none of my business. I'm a
I
perfectionist too. But see, I think that's why I was able to see that. We
Mhm,
recognize ourselves in other people.
mhm,
And yeah, I definitely saw that. And it's like you would zone out a little bit backstage. Like you were
mm,
there, but you weren't quite there. You were in your role. And I was like,
mhm,
ah, she's a me. That's a perfectionist right there. Yeah. But I think that your whole approach of wellness and how you're dealing with your life is needed because of the kind of person you are. Because I
mm,
say for myself,
mhm,
I started having panic attacks.
mhm,
I was extremely stressed on a regular basis. I was so regularly stressed, I stopped recognizing it.
mhm,
Like I got
mhm,
super sick, and my doctor recognized, oh, I think these things are stress inflicted. You need to deal with this from a different angle. I'm like, am I stressed? Yeah. Well, what's going on in your life? Well, I run down the list. He's like, and you don't think you're stressed? I'm like, oh, that was normal.
mhm,
So it's like mm, somehow things worked out in the right order for you to
mhm.
handle your perfectionism.
Mm. It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it has more opportunities to show itself now, which is why I'm also just realizing this. Um, yeah, that's very interesting.
Mhm. Mhm. So speaking of very interesting, how do you handle both at the same time with your acting career and being a life coach, wellness, fitness? How are you able to do that?
I am learning and growing
Understand.
every day. Honestly, I'm not even kidding when I say this. It's like every single day I'm like, what am I doing today? Like, what do I need to do today to move the needle forward with my acting career and move the needle forward with my business and with my clients? Like, I have clients who I see weekly, and then I'm also creating programs for them, talking to them, like helping them with their nutrition as well. Like, that is a whole thing, right?
Right.
Which I love. I absolutely love. And then at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm like, pursuing other agencies and, auditioning and all these things. And it's like two train tracks that are going the same direction, but like at different speeds as well. So honestly, sometimes I'm giving more to my business and less to the acting career and vice versa. That's just the plain truth. I can't do it all, and I've learned that. And how perfectionism has come up for me recently is that in the acting career side, my friend and I just launched our web series called Alana and Emmy that we wrote, produced, filmed, edited, did everything ourselves. And this was like January, February, March. This was like 4 full months of just like all the way in on this project. And I didn't get any new clients during that time because I just couldn't. I couldn't. And that was also the first time
You
I
were
had
also doing a
dove,
play.
and it was the play. I'm like, I'm like, what am I doing to myself? Um, so yeah, I'm like, all right, well, it's obvious that like I'm okay with my clients right now, but like in the future, how am I going to make this work? So to be honest, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fair answer. That
Yeah.
makes sense because I'm like, man, that's a lot to juggle in there. But for
Yeah.
those of you that don't know, I always have my guests in their bios, and I'm looking at her bio like, but how?
I
you
know it's
know?
kind of a weird. I know it's real weird, but like, but I realized too, like we don't have to put ourselves in a box, and that was a really hard lesson that I had to learn that I'm still reminding myself every day is like, okay, I do health coaching and I'm an actor. Cool. I've never heard of anybody else doing that, but that's who I am. So I'm making it work. And like what I'm really loving right now is that I'm seeing my worlds because again, I'm like becoming a better coach. I can just see that. But then also like pushing myself creatively and I'm like, all right, how can I balance these? So I'm like ding, 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 ding. They're both kind of growing at the same time. I'll keep you updated on that.
Yes, please do. I'm very interested.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're just like throwing some items up on a website and selling these things. You're actually putting your time into selling service
Mhm.
and growing your acting career at the same time. So that's deep,
Mhm.
especially for a perfectionist. But I guess, what better service to be servicing but wellness and
Mhm.
being a perfectionist and dealing with multiple things at the same time. It's like, well,
Yeah.
if you're going to do something, that's it, because you need to be sane.
Right.
You got to practice
And
what you
I
preach.
right, right. And what's so funny though, when it comes to health, I'm actually like the opposite of a perfectionist. I'm like,
Hmm.
I really am. I'm like, you miss a day, it's okay. Like I'm so balanced because I think just growing up as an athlete, there was always like another game. There was always, and this is a lifelong journey.
Mm-hmm.
Lifelong. Lifelong journey. So that's a real core value of mine. And so that's what I help with my clients realize. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up. Let's just continue on. Like, let's just, you want to feel good and do things that make you feel good every day. And it's all going to add up.
Mm. Yeah, I'm fortunate enough to have parents that are counselors, and I have a
That's
very
great.
supportive family. But I tell you, if I did not speak to them on a regular basis, I would be a whole other Asia. Because
Mm,
it's intense when you have multiple things going on. Like there's some people that don't even know SNE at all. They'll just know the corporate side of it, or they'll just know about this talk show, but they don't know that I'm singing and doing a talk show and I'm corporate and I'm a mom and I'm a wife. They don't know all of that, and it's like it's a lot.
It
It's a
is.
lot.
It is. It does take a mental toll on you, 100%. To be honest, today was a little rough for me. This
Yeah.
is like making me very happy, but today was kind of a rough day because there's a lot of things going on in the world of Lana and Emmy. This new series, we're doing something
Oh.
new, which is exciting. We're taking it to the next level, which is really exciting. So I'm like, just always thinking, I'm working so hard, doing like, I'm actually manning, womaning, whatever, the social media aspect of it, which is huge, like huge.
Mhm.
So today, my biggest question was for myself, and we're talking about up leveling and things, was like, if this is just gonna be my life now, like I gotta make this work.
Mhm.
Like I can't be in a constant state of stress. Like that's just not gonna happen. And
Right.
also, if I want to be on high stress movie sets, like I have to know that this feeling. So to me, I'm like almost happy when I get stressed or I'm sad or I'm, kind of struggling because it's showing me something about myself. And I really think
Hmm.
yes, like this mentality has come from meditation and like really these routines that I've talked about, because outside of the actor, outside of the fitness coach, for you, outside of the writer, outside of being the mom, outside of being the corporate, and we can keep going down the list, like you
Right.
are Asia, I am Emma, but I'm also like consciousness. I know that we're getting like woo woo over here, but like the bigger, God, like we are love at our core, which I know you
Mhm.
100% agree with too, because of this is Pure Live. Hello. Um, so it's like me just really trying to separate myself from all the things that I am and always coming back to what's actually important, who I am, makes it a lot easier. And that's how I'm like, all right, this is showing me something, like life is still good. Like it is okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love your attitude. I really love your attitude. I want to be like you when I grow up. that's, that's funny because I'm definitely older than she is. But yeah, totally. Um, she's like, oh, stop. Yes,
Stop it.
I am. But no, it is a wonderful attitude to have. So I want to know more about this web series that I didn't know about until I have you on the show. What is it
Yes.
about? Let's dig
Yeah.
in.
So it's about two unconventional roommates who are just going through the ups and downs of life together. So my friend and I, her name is Lonnie, we met in acting class during the pandemic online. It was like March 2020. And we took 8 months of acting class together, I think, online. Eventually, when we were able to meet in person, we met up, we had lunch, like it was great. And then at that point she mentioned like I really want to like make something, like I want to have this project, or where it's just two girls and they're just like skating, like roller skating around the city. And I was like, that sounds awesome, like I'm actually learning how to roller skate, that sounds great. And I was like, all right, well, like, let me know. I'd love to help you. Like, I'd love to act in it. Obviously, like, let me know what you come up with. She's like, okay, cool. We met up like, we were talking online and things. And she's like, I just can't find people to help me. Like, I can't find a cameraman. I can't find a producer. Like, I don't have money, but I want to do this project, but I don't have anyone who's like on my level and just wants to create something. So I was like, oh man, I get that. Like, totally, totally, totally. We meet again and in person, and we have lunch again for the second time. And I'm like, you know what? We need to do this ourselves. Like, you see this? Can't that you see this right here? Like, we're doing this. So we went to a coffee shop right after that, started brainstorming ideas. She wrote the script. We filmed in this very house, in this very room that I'm sitting in right now. Um, and we edited it completely by ourselves. We filmed it by ourselves. Like it was the most creative thing that we have ever done, and the most taxing and energetically powerful thing that we've ever done. Like after every single shoot, because we'd shoot on Wednesdays. It was like Wednesdays was our shoot. It's
Okay.
from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., like doing everything, right? I felt like I could just like melt into my bed. Like it was just amazing. But it's such a fun series. It's really we wanted to capture what it's like to be a female during this modern world of like navigating careers, friendships, romantic partners, like trying to find your way through the world, but without being so dark. Because I know my friend Lonnie, she's like, all I see are, about is, women being abused, and like, and not that those stories shouldn't be told, like they absolutely should. But, and we also need like just to laugh every once in a while, especially now in the landscape of where we are in this world, right? So we sort of tied in like funny and upbeat with some real life struggles that we go through. And yeah, it was great. Please go watch it. It's 6 episodes. It's about 30 minutes long. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
And yeah, you're hearing about this first, but we're actually going to be doing a short film in the summer. We're making it a
Nice.
short film. Yeah. So we are fundraising.
Okay.
Our campaign actually opens on Sunday. So this is like fresh
Oh,
news. And
that sounds
all the
exciting.
yeah, yeah. And all the money that we raise over our goal, we're going to donate to Ukraine Red Cross. So we're really excited about that too, because
Nice.
it's such a privilege right now to be able to make our own film and ask people to send us money to make that, when like people are literally suffering like horribly, right? And for us, we just felt like, "Well, what can we do? Like, what can we do?" Because we didn't want that our creativity to stop because of this, right? Because you can cry for every single thing that you hear of these days. You know what I mean? You have to keep
Uh-huh.
going.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's donate the rest, and then that'll make us feel like we're actually doing something that we can, in a way that we can give back to. So that's really exciting. We're excited.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great. I love to hear that. So you guys
yeah,
heard, you know what to do, you know where to
yeah,
go. Let's all
yeah,
check it
yeah,
out together.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Thank
yes,
you so
I'm
much.
definitely
Yes,
gonna check it out. Yes,
definitely, definitely.
excellent, excellent.
Mhm.
So, you gonna still be a part of the cast for 1800 versus 2020?
I will be. Yes.
Yay!
Will you too?
Excellent. Yeah, I will too.
Yay!
And I was told that for those of you that want to audition in general, to be a part of Richard Downey's tour, you go to his website, richarddowney.com, sign up for the newsletter, and you will get the info. Come on down.
Yeah, like we said, it's an amazing, I mean, him and the team are amazing group of people to even know and just be a part of anything that they put out. So definitely, even if you're a little scared, definitely go and put yourself out there. You will not regret it.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree 100%. And this is actually the first play I've ever been a part of.
Yay! Well, guess what?
Yeah.
This is my second play only. So,
Hey. All
yeah.
right, get out there, get out there. Yeah,
Hmm.
no, I've done voice acting for stuff, but as far as being a part of a play, it's too much.
Yeah, that's great. First great play to be a part of. Yeah.
I know, right? I'm like, jackpot, this is great. It's
Hmm.
an amazing storyline, very rich in wisdom, and I
So
mean,
good. It's so good.
the writing is just
It's
gifted. Just
so good. I literally said a line that Hezekiah says to me to someone else, like in real life. That's how good it was.
You're like, this is real,
I
people.
was like, literally, I'm like to this person, I was like, this is kind of funny, but I'm in this play and my husband tells me this line, like tells me this, and I'm gonna tell that to you right now. It was so good. It was I'll say it. It's the truth is like some people hurt others when trying to learn how to love.
Mhm.
Like you just hurt people accidentally when you're trying to learn how to love. Like you break up or you do whatever, crazy things with
Right.
relationships, but it's just so true.
It is.
You're
It is
learning how to
absolutely.
love. You're learning how to love. Like, come on.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you're trying to
Like,
figure it
my bad.
out.
I'm sorry. I didn't
I'm
mean
sorry. Yeah,
to.
what are you gonna do? Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've definitely done that. Oof.
right. Like I
We need
messed
a whole
up.
other
Take
talk
two.
show for that. Take two. Yeah. That's a whole other show right there.
It
Oh
sure
God.
is. We need a panel for that.
Support group. Seriously.
And what you guys can see, this is her social media right here. And we
Mhm.
are coming so close to time so quickly. So, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. First of all, take a moment, write all of this down, okay? And then we got to get a lot of information in a little bit of time because she got stuff to tell you and she's offering to you. And we got to hurry up. So, first, we're going to replay this game to give you guys an opportunity to guess right and let her tell you which one it is. And just so you know, to remind my wonderful viewers, these answers are timestamped. Don't cheat. Watch the whole show, be like, oh, that's what the answer is. Okay, so I think the answer is this. I know who you are. Okay,
Let's see.
okay. Okay, so I'm gonna run this one more time. You have one more opportunity to guess. So here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys just a slight moment to guess one more time because I see the way the direction it's going is exactly where I thought it would go. I told you before we started I knew what people were gonna say. Doesn't sound crazy to me too. Like they're gonna get it wrong. Well, you guys all had opportunities to guess. You see how I'm taking my time to let her tell you which one is the fake? Okay, I'm not gonna take my time anymore. We're running out of time. Okay.
Put in your guesses now.
Right. Okay. Which one is the fake?
But I have a dog named Freddie. I
That's
do
not what
not
I
have a
was thinking,
dog.
was it? She doesn't even have a dog. Yeah, I thought it was C. See, I'm seeing C. I'm seeing C. You guys had it wrong. I'm so sorry.
I did, in fact, have 23 hamsters growing up.
I cannot fathom that situation in my mind. I cannot compute.
We had
I
like
just,
maybe two or three big cages. We started with one. They did their things, as hamsters do. We had to move them. They continued on that path, which is nasty, as we know. But it just got out of control. It was
oof,
crazy.
jeez Louise. Okay. And I saw it, I was like, say what now? You did what?
Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild time.
That sounds wild. My kids are asking for just one pet. You've had 23 hamsters. And I'm like, when you figure out how to keep your room clean, then we can talk about pets.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Definitely. So we thought that the hamster, people told us there were 2 male hamsters, but clearly it wasn't. That's how it started. So just get one,
Somebody
people.
was wrong.
Just get one hamster if you're gonna go.
Words from the wise. So, before we get to uh, her saying her final words to you guys, I want you to talk about what you said that you were offering, because I see these services that you have, and I saw that you put in a pure code for one of them.
Yeah, I wanted to give your audience a coupon, a discount, if they wanted to jump on in a 1 hour call with me. You would get an action step to really take your health and your wellness forward and just help you feel good every single day. So we would talk for an hour. I'm going to talk with you like, what are you doing now? Like, how are you eating? Like, what do you want to change about, what's going on with you? And then I'm going to give you one actionable step to take away to hopefully, give you some outside perspective of what I see that could improve for you.
Very nice, very nice. And that's
Yeah.
a nice, healthy discount, you guys. I see quite a few of you are watching from YouTube. The link is there. And look at your discount.
Mhm.
Seriously. Take advantage while you can. I am
Yeah.
excited. And what else is it that you said you were offering, ma'am?
Sorry, what was that? Say that one more time.
I said, and what are the other services you are offering?
Yeah, so I have a one-on-one coaching package where we'll for 6 months dive deep into how you want to feel, your routines, the lifestyle that you want, how the energy that you want to have. We will make that happen through um, nutrition education and routine creation and habit creation, which is so fun for me. And I see people have results literally in 2 weeks, whether that's losing weight, losing inches, but not even that. It's just feeling so good about themselves, which is so amazing. Secondly, I have just a 1 month package where we dive into your routines and we recreate your entire life basically. You've heard me mention my routine, so we together we go over what you're doing now and we need to do what you want to be doing to get your energy at a certain level. And then lastly, I have this 30-day challenge, get back out there challenge, that's not up and running yet, but it will be within the next few weeks.
Very nice. And again, I want to show you guys our social media handles. Go ahead and write them down when you can.
Yeah, I always love talking to people, so please reach out.
She's such a nice person. Doesn't she seem nice? She's so sweet. Okay. So what I would like you to do is what I have all my guests do. And that is you leave the audience with your words of wisdom. So what is Emma's words of wisdom for the audience for today?
My words of wisdom, I would say, oh, you know what? I'm going to read you a quote that has been getting me recently, and it's actually my phone cover. Oh, can you see? It says, I will never have this version of me again. Let me slow down and be with her.
Oh, okay. That hit me.
Right?
Yes.
So that's my word of wisdom for myself because I'm going through this journey like I shared with you all too.
Right.
So yeah, I hope you like that as much as I do because it really hit me hard.
I do. I do. I've never heard it like that
I know.
before.
Me
Yeah.
neither. Me neither. Yeah.
I definitely appreciate that. And remember, you guys, all of the information is in the description below for this YouTube video to get access to all those wonderful things that she mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so remember to embrace God's perfect design, which is you. And we will be right back here, unless I say otherwise. Um, Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You know how we do. Um, and I hope that I will see you guys June 18th. I'll throw that up there one more time. All right, June 18th. Also, there will be a Friday I won't be here because this is where I'll be performing Friday, May 20th. All right, you get to
Very
eat
cool.
and enjoy some good music. I will be performing my originals. You hear me? So if you follow me on social media, you will continue to see all of this information and you'll know what's up. So follow me and sign up for my newsletter and you might get some goodies that you don't get on the show on a regular. Okay. Just saying, you see all my social media. Look at that. I'm ridiculous, I know. But and they're not even all there. So
That's
I'm
amazing.
Discord, I'm on Twitch. That's not on there yet. But yes, I'm everywhere. So uh, until next time, see you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being with us today.